Alright guys, here we're going to talk about Season 3, Episode 17 of the Twilight Zone.
What's up?
I like this episode.
Really?
Yeah.
This shocks me. I am shook.
So,
I am shocketh.
Oh, open up here.
Yes.
Where's this episode start?
So there's a rich man that has a bomb shelter.
Yes.
Right? They basically establish, like, it's not only a bomb shelter, but it's wired for sound. Like, he's going to be able to, like, fake that the outside world is being destroyed or whatever.
So, I thought that was really cool. I
Sure.
like the idea of this. So it builds up that he's wired it up to make it look like an explosion has happened. So when he has his guests over, he can fuck with them.
Yes.
And I think that's what like a rich person would do. I think that's like an interesting thing. Like would have this.
I think you mean that's what you would do if you were rich?
No, I would never fake anything. I would have this.
I don't think that's what rich people do. But
I would have this type. No. Well, let me get into it first. So. He has this gigantic state-of-the-art bomb shelter that he has rigged. So it's not just a fake out; it's real too.
Yeah.
He has these people over. These people are the only ones that have wronged him in his life, or at least the ones that have wronged him the most. That has stuck with him.
I feel like he made out pretty well.
It is his priest. It is a school teacher, and it was his
military
drill instructor or whatever. Yeah,
like court, and he was humiliated, court-martialed, and scandalized for. What was the drove a girl to suicide? That one was actually bad. Where like the Reverend was like,
well, I would
argue
argue the military one was the worst.
Yes, but I assume
by
he did
not
something
acting
bad.
on his direct orders, a platoon died.
Okay, I didn't even write that down.
So that's tremendous.
He was court-martialed. Was he cowardly? Well,
yeah.
What was the actual thing?
He had to do some order. He didn't do it, and because of that, it screwed up the rest of their plans or some bullshit.
Okay.
So like these are the ones that have wronged him. In his eyes, he only sees what people have done to him. Doesn't see how he deserved these things or what happened because
Yeah.
he's been rich his whole life it seems, and he's only gotten richer. And
so this part I like. I suppose you're wondering why I've called you all here today, and him being rich and crazy, and like them kind of like mouthing off, being like, "What are you talking about? No, you were a dick." And like
that's
what
I really like.
I like that a lot. Even like the teacher, just like basically doing it again, being like, "Oh."
I love them putting in his place, and then he sets it into his motion. His like, "I called you here because there's a bomb gonna go off. You're all gonna die. You have 30 minutes to live." And then they're all like, "Oh, I'd rather be anywhere but with you."
I'm leaving.
And
right?
I thought that was just so baller. I like that a lot.
I love that too. I totally do.
The episode does take a left turn at the end, and that's where like it kind of falls apart. But like so, it turns out that an actual bomb does drop, and
no, it does not.
hang on.
Oh, you're taking us on the same journey of the episode we all just watched together.
So the bomb goes off, and he goes up, and he's like, "Oh no, all alone."
He's like faking the thing, but then he leaves, and then it's like, "Oh no, the world actually was destroyed." But it turns out he's just crazy.
Yeah, then you see as he's seeing like this destroyed landscape, it kind of pans out, and he's just kind of a crazy person crying on the side.
For a second, I thought he took that rubble and made a fountain out of it. He brought it down to his bomb shelter and made a fountain.
So he's like snapped. He's had like a breakdown. I think from finally realizing like he can't control everything. The only way he could like live with himself was if like well, he got the last laugh. They died because they didn't do what I said and stay in my fucking shelter.
I guess he seems to be like, oh no, and
he
sad
lost
about the whole thing. Yeah.
Then you could take it as he lost everything because he couldn't beat them also. So then the world around him collapsed.
This is how I took it, is that like he was counting, and this happens, like I like all this stuff. This is all stuff that I usually like, and I like it here. This is like the character stuff. I like that he completely falls apart because his plan doesn't work. You see this in things and in real life. People put a lot in, into something.
Sure.
And if it doesn't work out, right? Because you think if I do this thing, then everything will be okay, but it's not okay because that's how life works.
I think a better ending for this though would have been he gives the same ultimatum. They say no. They leave. He eventually, whatever, blah, blah, he goes up, and, like, pretty much just when he gets to the surface, a bomb goes off, and they all die. And I think it's would have been fun for me to have, like, he did predict it, he shouldn't have lied about it, and like, because he did, he died.
I thought, like, I was hoping, so, like, that's what, we've seen, like enough of these before. That's where it's logically building towards, right? Is there like really is a bomb, or something else that he does causes something else, right? It's like one or the other, right? And it turned out to be a fake really bomb or all that stuff, right? you know, I don't know. It's like Total Recall, the book or whatever. He like predicts stuff and then it happens or whatever. It's just weird, right? That would have been okay though, and like predictable in its own way. I did not like the ending of this where he's just crazy and stuff like that.
Yeah, the ending
like,
was not strong, but
I think
the
it was
dialogue was so good in this episode that that's what brought it above.
No, I know, but this is one of those ones that I end up saying like I thought it was cool, but like it's not a Twilight Zone thing because there's no.
Yeah, it has.
You know, I think it was the way that his craziness was that he thought that the world really ended. So it's like something about that doesn't line up for me or whatever.
Would you think it would have been better if instead he actually blew up a bomb?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure how you like because
what would make it an actual twist? You're saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. I don't know, and that's probably the situation they were in. Because in my notes, I'm like, there's a real bomb. WTF? Like what? Like because that's like your typical cliche way of doing this. You like prepare to fake something, then something really happens or whatever, right? Or like you do the thing where I'm the mastermind, then this is happening, but I'm cool and it's good. And it's like, wait, no, that wasn't part of the plan. Wait, there is a real bomb, and they're like, let us go. I was like, no, you really can't go now. No, there's like a real bomb. I'm sorry, or like some weird, you do this weird like thing or whatever. I was not a big fan of like, he just ends up being crazy in the exact way where he thinks the thing happened. I don't know.
What might have made for a better twist is if, right after they leave, the elevator door comes down and it's like the original repair guy or something, and he's like, oh, didn't hook up this cathode thing, won't work without that, or like something like that.
Yes. That would be a great way to like lead into that real bomb scenario or something like that. I don't know. Even that's not great is the problem with that. I'm not sure. Like I feel like it should have been some sort of weird thing where he traps them there, or something weird happens, or I don't know. I'm not sure what you do with this really, or whatever. Or
the bomb goes off before they leave. And now he's trapped with people that wouldn't apologize to him.
Yeah,
and now,
basically.
like, for the rest of, the year or whatever he has to spend down there, he has these people that don't like him and don't respect him and are eating his food and only survive because he made them survive.
Yeah.
So the people that have hurt him the worst, he has saved.
Right, so, like,
and they're not appreciative of it.
Yeah, or have no bomb go off, but just, like, the, shelter malfunctions and now no one can get out or something weird like that. And he says like, oh wait, well there's like a maintenance schedule, but I'm going to be stuck here for however long, or some I don't know, some weird thing, something where like his actions caused because like for the way that he goes crazy, that teacher even says like, get some mirrors, maybe you can deal with the loneliness, but who wants to live like this? You're nothing or whatever. Like she kind of even foreshadows that like what he's choosing to do is going to hurt him in like the exact way that it does. It didn't feel Twilight Zone.
They cram a lot in that 22.
I want like a nice meaty like I've done all this and I thought that I was going to do a thing, but I cut off my tongue and then you sold your hair clips and then the poison's already working and there is no end. I made that part up.
The ending,
you do a thing.
The ending
right?
2 minutes are definitely not nearly as good as the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, the acting's really good. The guy was good. Their interactions were really good. So this is one of those episodes that I say like it's a great thing. It wasn't a great Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, it comes down to it that there aren't as many great.
You liked him more. That's fine. Yeah.
There aren't as many great twisty episodes as there are in like your mind. When you think back on it from like when we first started this, before we had watched all of them, I'm like, oh man, there's so many good blah blahs, and there's only like 15 that are like 100%.
You remember the twist too, where you're like, oh, the twist is so good, and then you watch the episode and you're like, well, it's 12 minutes of filler, and then it's a twist, and then and as a kid thinking about the twist before bed for like that, like a week was awesome, but sitting through the episode now is torture, and you're like, okay, great, whatever, something like that. Fuck the Twilight Zone, basically is all I'm saying.
Well, there you go. All right, guys, let us know about what you thought about this in the comments below. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.